right, we're recording. Don't say anything you won't want your parents to hear you say. Are you going to do our intro every day, Damien? You're going to sing it?
Wait, what's the intro?
There's not. Damien just likes to sing.
Oh.
All right, so our learning target for Friday, which is our same learning target for today, says I can graph a system of equations. It says a system of equations is a group of two or more equations with the same set of coordinates. So remember, we started this on Friday. Does everybody remember?
I can't find mine.
It's behind your math workshop. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Keep going, baby. You're still in math workshop. Keep going. It's behind all of them. Keep going. It's behind math workshop. Okay. All right, so we have different types of solutions. Does everybody remember that?
Yes.
No solution looks like this. What kind of lines are these?
Parallel.
Parallel lines. And parallel lines have what? Same slope. Yes. Woo! Hallelujah. All right, infinite solutions. What about that? Read that part. We highlighted it on Friday. Read. And same slope. Yeah. And they're called what? Starts with a C. Collinear. Awesome. Collinear. Y'all, it's just the word co and then linear. Collinear. No judgment, all God's children. Alright, so then one solution looks like this, right? They cross one time. It could also look like this. Now, our definition said that it was two or more equations, so can we have three? So could I draw a third line right here?
Where? Yes.
And it passes through that?
Yes.
Draw that third line. Draw this third line right here. Is it hot in here, y'all?
Yes.
I'm dying.
Get some water.
Crank it up.
I'll put some water.
I am.
I like the shoes. though.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you, Miss Brister. Alright, so last year we learned 3 different ways to graph. Who can tell me the first way that we learned? Standard form. Take a point. And what did we find when we did it in standard form? Both teams take a point. How did we graph in standard form? What did we look for? And the x-intercept. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud. Good job. No. Alright, and then what's the second way we learned? Y equals mx plus b. Take a point. Slope intercept form. Look at you on it. What's happening? Alright, and then what's the third way? No. And remember, we're not over anything. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Alright. I get the point on that one, not y'all.
Okay, so you got one. Extra points. Oh yeah, we can give her extra points. You need to give her like everybody a point.
So,
Just remember, we can give her extra points.
we learned 3 ways. We learned standard form where we find our intercepts, slope intercept, y equals mx plus b, and point slope. So today what we're going to do is we're going to practice our systems using practice graphing our systems using those methods. As soon as I finish coloring. Now I got to finish now that I've started.
You love her.
Alright. So what I want you to do is I want you to write a 1 right here, a 2 right here, a 3 right here, and a 4 down here. Now, because we don't have a lot of room in our little square to do it in standard form, we're going to do it on the back of our paper. We're going to find our intercepts first. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but we're going to do it together on the first part. Good. Alright, so turn your paper over, please. We're going to call this 2C. Alright, can everybody see?
A little bit.
Is it from the window?
No, it's from the window.
From the projector. Is it terrible or are you fine?
I can see this one.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a whole lot better.
Is that better, Bren?
You did do that the first time you left me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so standard form, we look for the intercepts. So we start by looking for our x-intercept. Does anybody remember doing that last year? Okay, and when we look for our x-intercept, what does y equal?
2.
Nope, nope,
Y equals X.
nope,
Y equals Y.
nope.
X equals X.
You're just saying stuff.
Oh, something. I don't know. I said zero.
Nothing.
No solution.
He said zero. Y equals 0.
Thank you.
He may say 0.
No.
No, you didn't.
I said 2, negative 2, and I said 0.
So you're just guessing?
No, you didn't.
But he said 0.
Some kind of math.
Alright, then for our y-intercept, what happens this time on our y-intercept?
It's gonna cross out. Wait.
X equals 0.
I said that.
You said it as a question, you don't get a point.
What? That's just how I talk.
You have to say it with confidence. Alright, so we're going to start by looking at our x-intercept. And when we find this, we let y equal 0. So we're going to use our first equation. Is everybody ready? Are we sure?
Yeah, no.
I think you're already.
Alright, so we have 5x minus 2. Now what does y equal? 0. And what do we set that equal to? Equals 8, because that's our problem. We're starting with the first one. So we cover up that. We just worry about the first equation. Is everybody with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're going to pause so we can all get on the same page, and I'll give you a minute to write this down. What's 2 times 0?
0.
So that cancels. It dies, it goes away. And we're left with 5x equals 8. Now what do I do?
Grab 5X.
No. I divide as Bren said. I divide by 5. Breathe. It's okay.
I said that.
And what is 8 divided by 5?
You can't do that.
You can do that.
Well, you wouldn't do that versus the
No. What? That's subtracting. No, we're dividing.
Oh.
Y'all got calculators.
3.
You just said 3. Wait, what?
Negative or 3?
A number.
Oh.
What is it?
1.6.
Sort of number.
Hey, grab one.
Yes. Is it 1.3 or 1.6?
I don't have a calculator.
8 divided by 5. It is 1.6. Jorge said 1.3, but he's wrong. Jorge was just excited as he's back there chewing his gum, which he's not supposed to have in my classroom. So come over here and spit it out. Alright, now let's look at our y-intercept. What are we going to plug in this time? 4 for x. So we're going to write it as 5 times 0 minus 2y equals 8. I'm not going anywhere. Back here, Jorge. Right here. There's a trash can right here.
And you got a negative 2y. And you got 8 by negative 2, which is a negative 4. We chilling. You gotta grab.
Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. 5 times 0 cancels. And you get negative 2y equals 8.
Divided by negative 2.
Now, Alexis, can you tell me what to do from here?
Divide.
By what?
2.
No.
8.
Look at the board.
Negative 2.
Okay.
I said 2.
That's not the same thing.
Sorry.
Are 2 and negative 2 the same number?
You
No.
said negative 2,
Alright, and what's 8 divided by negative 2? Negative 4.
And you're gonna grab 1/6 and negative 4.
1.6.
Yeah.
Alright, so do we want to go ahead and graph this first line, or do y'all want to find the x and y intercept of our second and then graph them together?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do we, okay, so we could do it. Let's graph this. Let's do this.
Go after it and change it and make it. You know it. I mean, you asked us and then you just go.
I didn't ask you anything. I asked you a question, but I don't have an axe. I'm not axing anybody.
Let me ask you a question.
Alright, so let's graph x equals 1.6. So look right here. I'm going to zoom in so we can see.
You have to put it in for the solution.
Not yet, because now that's a great question. Paris asked if we're going to put it in for our solution. That's not the solution to the system. Remember, the solution is where they cross. We're just graphing our first line. So I'm going to graph this one in blue. Our x-intercept was 1.6, so we go right 1 and then past it. Put the dot on the line. Do I need to zoom in? Yes? Okay.
A little bit.
Yes.
Cause like it's like.
Let me zoom in and then I'll move it. Is that better?
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay, so it's 1.6, so it's in between those. Now, what was our y-intercept?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. So do I go left 4 or down 4?
Down.
Down. Oh, I need to put that in blue. Do I connect my dots? Yes, connect your dots. Use the ruler. It's in the second drawer of your tower.
Alright, about a rule.
Good.
Ruler.
Now, are we done? No, we don't have our other line, do we?
No, ma'am.
Is everybody ready?
Yes, ma'am.
You okay? You chill.
Alright, turn your paper
Back to the other side.
back to the other side. We ready? Let me give Elias a second.
Hold on.
Okay, that's where if it's just an X, we just put one right there. Right?
We don't have to write it though, do we? Okay. You ready? Thank you, Jorge. Alright, so we need to find our x and y intercept of our next equation. So I'm going to do this one in purple.
Yeah, rewrite it.
So for our x-intercept, what does y equal?
2, sorry.
No, baby.
Only 4.
For your x-intercept, what does y equal?
I think you said 1.
0. Okay.
Finally.
Alright, so let's start by doing our x-intercept. That means we have x plus 2 times what? 0.
See, it's 2 times 0.
Is everybody with me? Wait a second. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So we're now finding the x-intercept of our second equation. For x-intercept, we let y equal 0, so we plugged in 0 for y. That's what we did. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
Now, what's 2 times 0?
0.
So what does x equal?
4.
4. Yes, now we're going to do our y-intercept. So for our y-intercept, what does x equal?
0.
0. Remember, always use your zeros. It's the opposite 0. Can you guys remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
So what am I plugging in for x? So I write 0 plus 2y equals 4. So I'm finding my y-intercept. That means x equals 0. What happens to this 0? It just cancels out. So you have 2y equals 4. We are, but maybe we give everybody a second to catch up so that we all understand.
You tried to tell me Austin that last year, but you know, we think it was
Well, we're going to do it this year. I'll move it back down. Is that better? Okay, so the first thing we did was we looked for our x-intercept, and we said y equals 0. We plugged in 0 for y. We said x plus 2 times 0 equals 4. Why did we cancel out right here? Awesome. So x equals 4. Alright, for our y-intercept, we let x equal 0. Where did the 0 go?
Nowhere.
It just goes away, right?
It cancels out.
And besides Paris, what did we do right here?
Oh, you got by 2 and you got 2.
Because I appreciate that you're answering, but I want other people to have a chance. Alright, so let's graph this. Ready? What's my x-intercept this time?
4.
So am I going to go right 4 or up 4?
4.
Right 4.
Which one is it?
Oh.
Is it the x-intercept or the y-intercept? X is 4, so you go right 4.
Dude, you know, you said that.
You got my mind.
And then why is up 2?
You go up 2, you got to get back. You got to use 4.
It no problem. What was that?
It does cross.
I thought we go up like on that line.
So, okay, you were using it as your slope, correct? You don't do that. Since we're finding our intercepts, and that's a great thing for me to point out, we found our intercepts. Our x-intercept was 4, our y-intercept was 2. So since your y-intercept is 2, you go up 2 on the y-axis.
Can you do why now? I accidentally did the thought.
Does that help? Okay. I mean, it's so funny. Alright, does anybody else have any questions? Yes. Well, wait just a second. Now, tell me, what's our solution? Where do these two lines cross?
At 2,
2, 1, 2.
2, is it 1, 2, or is it 2, 1?
2, 1.
It's 2, 1. Because he went up and then left, and we don't judge, so I'm making fun of him. Just leave it. Just leave it on your desk for just a moment, please. Thank you so much. Alright, does everybody see why it's 2, 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
Look at the cross.
Then what's our answer?
no solution.
Exactly, we have one for that. That's a great question.
Wait, do I? Did we take a vote?
Oh, I
I thought somebody said it.
Alright, now, let's look at number 2.
Why is it 2 like that? Did we get number?
This says graph by converting to, what do you think SI is? Slope intercept. Who remembers how to convert to slope intercept? Reggie, what do we do? Boy, why you put your hand in the air?
Isn't it Watson?
No.
No. Image is whatever. Why is this image speak? That's it. They know what they said.
Why should still be wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Alright, so this says graph by converting to slope intercept. So we're going to solve for y. Is this first one solved for y?
Yep, we're on the graphic.
So we can just graph it. Now that says y equals -4. So where do we graph that? On the y-axis to -4, right? Now, do we have any x in this equation? So we don't have a slope. Remember, this is a horizontal line, so it just looks like this.
Did you draw that?
So y equals -4. There's no x, so there's no slope. Ignore me. Alright, so what we're going to do for this next one, so I have room over here. Do y'all have room on the side, or do we need to do it on the
I
back?
have room on top.
I don't really.
Alright, let's do it on the back. So everybody turn it over.
Should we go after the, on the next bill?
No, baby, we don't go until 12 o'clock.
We got 30 minutes.
Exactly, we got all kinds of time.
I don't
Alright, Gryffindor table. No one else is talking but y'all. Be quiet. Can I have my face back? Thank you. Alright, now, converting to slope intercept form means solve for y. So everybody put a box around y. Do you guys remember us doing this last year? Where we tried to get y by itself? Can you tell me what we do first? Raise your hand. Alright, Diamond. Subtract 3x. Perfect. Alright, everybody subtract 3x. Eric, did you subtract 3x? Come on. Now, what is 3x minus 3x? That cancels. It's 0. 2y equals, now can we combine 4 and negative 3x? No, because they're not like terms. So we write negative 3x plus 4. Are we together?
Yes.
Do we know where we are? Mackenzie, are you alive over there, my love? I'm just making sure. So we're trying to get y by itself because we're converting to slope-intercept. Diamond told us to subtract 3x, so we did that. We did not combine 2y and 3x because we can't. We did not combine 4 and negative 3x because they're not like terms. Now, what do we do from here?
Circle division.
Divide by 2.
We do. We divide by 2. We use division. Great job. If you said divide, take a point.
Oh, what if 2 people at your group said divide?
No. Gryffindor, y'all don't get a point. That was not this
Oh,
table.
everything I said divide. I swear I said divide.
Now, do we divide everything by 2 or just one thing?
Everything.
Everything.
Wait, check this out. You wouldn't be able to do it because you can't say negative 3x ain't divided by 2.
You can divide negative 3 by 2.
Okay, well,
Does 2 go into negative 3 evenly?
No.
So we leave it as a fraction. So it's negative 3 halves x.
Plus.
Wait.
Over.
It's not over anything because we're not cows. It's
it's
negative 3 divided by 2x. Now what's 4 divided by 2?
2.
Dun 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 dun. Alright, now why did we do this? What did our directions tell us that made us do this?
It says slopes intercept.
It said convert to slope intercept, right? So we had to convert. That means we solve for y. What is the first thing that we did? What was our first step? We what, Bryn? We subtracted 3x from each side. Awesome. Take a point. All right, who can raise their hand and tell me step 2? Jadani, can you tell me what the next step was? Right here.
She didn't even raise her hand, right? But she just.
Can you just tell me what we did? Yes, take a point. We divided by 2. Circle 1 on yours. Or 2, whatever y'all are at. We divided both sides by 2. Damien, can you tell me why we left this as a fraction?
Because you can't. No, see, so you got it wrong.
Because you can't.
Why do we? You can't divide that.
I want you to tell me why we left this as a fraction.
You can't divide it.
Because 2 doesn't go into 3 evenly, right? Awesome, take a point. Sarah, can you tell me where we got this 2 from?
Yeah, 4 divided by 2.
Awesome, take a point. All right, let's graph it. Turn your paper over. I know, I'm going to have to keep up with their points myself, apparently, because we're 5. Now, I rewrote my equation in case we forget what it is. Who can raise their hand and tell me from last year how we start graphing in slope-intercept form? Jorge. See? 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 Tell me how to graph this. What do I do first? Oh my gosh. Diamond, can you help him? What's B? It's positive 2. So do I go up 2 or down 2? Up, because it's positive. So everybody go up 2. Diamond, take a point. Good job. I want someone who hasn't talked to me yet. Ethan, do you think you can help me figure out what we do next? Do we use our slope next? And is it positive 3 halves or negative 3 halves? So do we go up or down? Down. All right. How many do we go down? 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. And then we go right. How many? 2. Thank you, Jorge. Both of you take a point. Good job. Do we do it again, guys?
Yeah.
Until it goes
Until we cross, right? Awesome. All right, so let's go down. 1, 2, 3. Right 2.
and then you just,
And then we connect our dots. Magic.
Connect the dot.
Now, does this have one solution, no solution, or infinite solutions? Baby, it's not the same line. It's one solution. And what's our solution?
4 negative 4.
4 negative 4.
C. If you said 4 negative 4, give your team a point.
Well, none of y'all said what?
Y'all did not say it.
Y'all did not say it.
Do not make me cause you to lose all your points. Get it together. Okay? It's not cute. It's not funny. You're wasting class time. Alright, graph number 3 without me. Number 3, you're graphing without me. It's already in slope intercept. So what do we start with? What do we start with if it's already in slope intercept?
Negative 1.
Start with your y-intercept. Go. You're doing it on your own. Number 3. For my number 3, for the first one, my y-intercept is negative 1, so I went down 1. And then my slope is 1/2. So I went down 1, and then up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. For this one. I also needed to go down 1, left 2, down 1, left 2. Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
That's for this first one. Did we do that one right?
I did that so bad.
For my second one, I went up 4 because my y-intercept is positive 4. Now, do I have enough room to go up 7? Do I have enough room to go up 7? No, so I went down 7, left 4 because it's positive, so it has to go this way. My solution is at negative 4, negative 3.
I have a question. What about this?
We're about to go over that. That's a great question.
Wait, what?
All right, so for this one,
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
oh, okay, there you go.
Oh, I didn't.
How's your neighbor?
It's been great. Do you have this problem down?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's yes, ma'am.
Is it correct?
No, it's not correct. Look at that. That ain't going the opposite way. Oh, yeah.
It is. So let's fix it because this is in our notes. And what if we have a notebook check and our problem's wrong? Then our notebook check is wrong.
Go ahead and take one out. I didn't think
We're getting new seats tomorrow because y'all on my nerves.
We're getting new seats?
You were part of the problem. You're not even writing this down. Do you want to stay there? It's fine. I know you need to be able to see anyway. Bring you my glasses.
Yeah, this is.
Why do you still have gum in your mouth? Boy, I will rip that gum out of your mouth. Go.
That's the rule.
All right. For this one, I'm going to graph this one in blue and this one in green. Am I going to start on positive 3 up here on the Y or positive 3 on the X?
Why?
This is the y-intercept, so you start on the y-axis.
See, I do pay attention. I started on the wire.
Now, is it negative 1 is our slope or positive 1?
Negative 1.
So you go down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Oh, wait. Now, when we're graphing, I highly suggest you graph in pencil until I check it. Graph in pencil until I check it. Does everybody understand? Now, what's my y-intercept of the second one? And then it's negative 6. Now, do I have enough to go down? So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I go left 1 or right 1? Left. And what's my solution?
It's going to be negative 1, 4.
Negative 1, 4.
I'm so smart. Sometimes.
Alright, you have 2 homework problems. If we whine, we're gonna have more. Get it together. Okay. Now, I'm writing my homework on 2C. I suggest you also write your homework on 2C where we wrote the other stuff. Wherever you have room, write your homework. So that we're all on the same page.
Do we have the boxes like that too?
Yes. Yes. I know that you don't have both of these written down.
Like example 1, like example.
You have the problems written down?
Okay.
Are you sure? Because it looks like that's the problem for number 2.
No, I wrote it down.
That's what I thought. Yes. You want me to zoom in?
I said, what time is it?
Zero period starts at 7:30. You still don't have it written down. Boy, you did not write it down that fast. Sit down and write it down.